Good evening, family. Good evening. Good evening. This is your host, Maurice Martin for Saints of the Round Table. Just wanted to touch base with you guys and give you an update. The month of May has been a busy month. You know, most of you know that we deal with a lot of graduations, Mother's Day, and of course my birthday. So, the month of May we kind of took off. So please forgive us. But next week we're going to pick up where we left off with on the subject matter. How do you heal from a broken marriage? Um, Lady E posed that question. We had a question to come in from a real good friend of mine. So we're going to invite her on to the show next week. She's going to be a special guest for us next week. So Minister Brandon probably going to step aside. No, I'm just kidding, B. Um, but we're going to address um, uh, that subject matter on next week. But right now, I kind of want to touch base on some events that's going on personally in my life. Um, been praying about some things, and uh, God is constantly he's when you're in a position. Just let me say, when you're in a position to hear from God and with no distractions, um, those instructions come clearly to you, and sometimes um, they may not be what you want to hear, but it's definitely what you should hear. And in my case, I had some life changing events that put me in a position to where it was me and God. And I'm sharing this testimony with you all, you know, um, that was kind of heartbreaking to me. Um, and I'm still dealing with the after effects of that. I'm not going to make any decisions or do anything hasty without praying about it or asking God to give me clear cut instructions on that. So, with that being said, some opportunities for ministry came open for me, and I took that. I took that and applied myself to it, and that's basically what I've been doing. Um, for me, I've had the opportunity to minister to some folks, um, uh, and clearly God has used me on this platform, and I'm thankful for even being in a position or even being considered because a lot of times we're not worthy of God's service or service to Him. A lot of things that we receive and get is unmerited because um, we have done so much in the past where we feel like we're unworthy. But God sees us worthy and to the call, so that's why He calls us to it. So with that being said, some other opportunities opened up, um, and I'm so excited about it. I'm kind of it, it's a life changing event, but um, with the uncertainties of what's going to take place here in the United States. Um, just been praying about some things and just some things that's been on my heart for some years now, and um, um, some things that some history that I've learned about our people and what's available for us to escape some of the um, prejudice and uncertainties in this country have opened up. So, you know, I am. actively in partnership with some people in Africa to do some things, and the doors are opening fastly. But I want to encourage everybody under the sound of my voice, for those that are paying attention, um, to look at the huge movement that's taking place to Africa for African Americans. Do your research, take the time out and research it for yourself, something that I've done. But there is a huge movement, um, one like never seen before since slavery. But there are a lot of our people that are transitioning back to Africa, rightly so, in spite of, I mean, in light of what's taking place here in this country, politically on a level like never seen before. Um, but with that being said, I do encourage you to do some research. I've done a lot. I can't convince anybody to do anything that they don't want to do, but I can guarantee you that I've researched it. And for those of you, uh, a lot of the stereotypes, let me say this, a lot of the stereotypes out there about Africa are 100% false. There are some, of course, that are true, but when you do your research, you have to research the things that concern you. Yeah, yeah, like scammers and things of that nature. Of course, that you're gonna have that anywhere you go, in any country that you go to. It's not just Africa, but any place that uh, has human beings, there's going to be some type of scamming going on. So, again, I encourage you to do your research and look, uh, educate yourself, because there is a movement, a great movement. There's a stereotype, and some folks think it's a joke, but um, I come to find out, sometimes it's kind of offensive, but I come to find out that after my research that it's 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 not even offensive. It's just out of ignorance, and the stereotype that we received, everything that we seen on television, what we heard about Africa. Um, but there's a movement of people that have visited Africa, and the general consensus is depending on where you go in Africa, a lot of people want to go back, and I am in a major, major venture of some things to come, um, that could be life changing, not only for myself but for the people that I love. Um, but again, I just encourage everybody to um, research for themselves uh, the movement that's taking place um, to Africa. Um, I don't, I won't judge anybody for their decisions or not, but something that I prayed for years is peace. The last hour of my life here on this earth, because I truly believe that Christ is soon to return. Um, I asked the Lord for a season of peace, and He's opening up that door for me. I see some things happening. Um, I don't share everything with everybody, because you can't share your vision with everybody. I'm just here. I'm just telling you something to do to better yourself, and to give yourself an opportunity at peace as well, because I'm it's a lot of things coming down in this country that I don't want to witness or be a part of. Um, God is a great sustainer, but it's a reason. Um, there's a reason that they want us to believe that uh, Africa's a third world country. And if you do your research, that's the only continent on the planet that has every natural resource known to man. And that's why they so many have tried to overtake Africa, but have never been able to succeed at doing that. Um, but again, I can't convince anybody to do anything they don't want to do. But if you are someone that uh, is looking for a season of peace, um, a season um, somewhere to gain that serenity that you're looking for, just research it. It's not all that bad. Again, you'll see some things come down the pike here in the next few months in a major way because on our website, our business website, we are documenting everything that is taking place. Again, that information is not available just yet, but it's coming. It's coming real soon, real soon. So, with that being said, again, tune in next week. Minister Brandon keeps changing the dates and the times. Um, Next Saturday, again, it's at 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast, uh, 5:30 Mountain Time. So I want to encourage you to know that God is still on the throne. He still reigns. Um, I ain't went nowhere. I'm just sitting still, doing the will of God, trusting Him. Out of 56 years of my life, 53 of it, 54 of it, I did it my way, and it never worked. But these last 2 years, a year and a half, um, God has shown me that out of obedience, he, obedience moves God's heart, and I'm excited to say that I've been a part of um, that movement. I'm excited to say that I trust God and I trust His process over how I feel um, more than anything. Um, to those of you that have supported me, I want to say thank you. Those of you that have doubted me, I want to say thank you. Those of you that gave up on me, thank you, because you pushed me right into my destiny. And I'm here to tell you that God still reigns in my life. He's still the head of my life, and I move forward, even in heartbreak, um, disappointment. I still trust God. So, with that being said, again, I just want to thank those of you who have supported our ministry here at Saints of the Round Table. We'll be back on schedule next week. God bless. Have a good night.